Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to say Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Yahashem, Wakadash, and Heavenly Father, the true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, and the name of Mashiach, Yahushua. Those are the two names in ancient Bible Hebrew, Yahshua from the tongue. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a outside lesson number one. You know, as of April the 10th, 2026, on this Friday afternoon. And the title of the lesson is going to be Revelations 13, verse 16 to verse 18. And this is the book of Revelations, chapter 13. We got Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. Yeah, I'm going to start at verse 15. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall not speak, and that cause that many that will not worship the image of the beast shall be unalive. Right, because we know the ultimate deceiver, the beast under this current beast system, he's going to come down very rad because we have a short-time rule. That's why he's going to implement this mark of the beast. And this is a prophecy that's going to come and pass fulfilled, because we're in those times. That's going to come and pass fulfilled. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, and the cause of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free or bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? To receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads. And this is what we're about to see that's going to come to pass fulfilled throughout here on earth. See, so even if you're upper class or lower class in the economic spectrum, this is what they're pushing for. If you're part of 1% or you're part of 99%. So even if you're upper class or lower class on the modern economic spectrum of all these nations around the world, this is what the ultimate receiver is pushing for. This modern day modern beast. It's modern day digital RFID chip that they want to implant inside your body, in order for you to buy or sell. This is what they're pushing for them. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 17. It says that no man might buy or sell, say that he had the charagma. Right? That no man might buy or sell, say that he had that charagma. So in order for you to buy or sell, this is like that's what we're seeing here. It's the signs of it. And so once this comes into full effect, there's going to be a time where once it comes into full effect, because a lot of people already took it already, the mark of the beast. So once this be 100% fully implemented throughout the whole planet Earth, it's going to be a time where in order for you to buy or sell, even if you're upper class, lower class, this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 17. It says that no man might buy or sell, right? So that no man might buy or sell. Say that he had the charagma, which is that mark, that charagma, or the name of BNC, which is going to be system. This is about it. It says Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. It says, here is wisdom and have the same. Count the number of the BNC. It says, it's never this SIX. SIX. And this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. It says, Revelation chapter 14, verse 8. It says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because you have made all the nations drink the wine of wrath of fornication. They're really going to drink the wine of wrath of fornication of Babylon great and ruled by the son of perdition. They're pushing forth this mark of the beast. They're really going to feel that great wine of wrath of Yahweh. They're really going to feel that great wine of Babylon great when they push forth this mark of the beast. It says, there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she had made all the nations drink the wine of wrath of fornication. It's like all the nations they really going to drink that great wine of wrath, of Babylon, especially with the pushing up this mark of the beast for its body seal. This Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive the charagma in his forehead, right? Those who don't worship beasts and have beasts, and to receive a charagma in their forehead or in their head, Revelation 14 verse 10. The same shall drink the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out mutual. It is up to his indignation. He should be torn with fire, brimstone, and the breastbone of his first lamb. Right, so if you have that mark of beast, you're going to get torn with fire, crushed with brimstone, and breastbone of his first lamb. And that cup, Yahweh, that wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out mutual. And the cup of his indignation, which should be torn with fire, brimstone, and breastbone of his first lamb. Revelation 14 verse 11. It says that in the scope of the atonement is sending out forever and ever. They have no rest neither day or night who worship the beast. Yahweh says, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the Parag's name. Right, so you're not going to receive no rest in the day or night. They worship his image and have that mark of the beast in your right hand or in your foreheads, or the number is name. This is Revelation chapter 14 verse 11. The smoke, it says, in the smoke of their atonement is sitting off forever. Right, the smoke of their atonement is sitting off forever and ever. They have no rest in the day or night. Right, so you're not going to have no rest in the day or night if you have that mark of the beast. Who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the Parag's name. And this is Revelation 3 verse 10. Yeah, let's go Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I will also keep thee from temptation, which shall come. It says, which shall come upon all the world, the tribe that dwell upon the earth. Right, so once we continue to keep the patient words of Mashiach HaShai, this is going to try all the dwell upon the earth. It's going to lock the beast to really to all by yourself. So this is a picture prophecy that's going to come past fulfilled. That's what I'm saying. It's a prophecy that's going to come past fulfilled. That's what I'm saying. These are modern day influence signs of it. So the mark of the beast is going to be fully implemented. It's going to increase throughout the whole planet Earth. It's going to try all that dwell upon the earth. That habitation. Revelation chapter 3 verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the words of my patience. Right, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, because thou hast kept the words of my patience. Now also be deep in the habitation, which should come upon all the world to try to dwell upon the earth. Right, this is going to try all that dwell upon the earth. And so us being servants and prophets of Yahweh Shai, as Israelites, that was an apostles by Akim, modern times, hey, out on rock side, that we keep us from that habitation, because this is the time about entering into. This is why this is what we are saying. It says about Amos 3rd chapter verse 6. So I'm going to bring out precept to that Matthew 24 verse 21. I'm going to bring up precept to that Revelation 3 verse 10, then bring up that Matthew 24 verse 21. This is slide. And this is the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 21. It says Matthew 24 verse 21. It says, there shall be great tribulation. It says now since the beginning of the world to the time it shall be. Right, so it's going to be a great tribulation time. The world since the beginning of this world to the time it shall be. Just like how Shai spoke about. So we're about to enter in these times. So it's going to be a time like that before. And especially with the pushing of this mark of beast, or for you to buy or sell. So we're seeing more and more of cash in society. Because that's going to come about as well. And so we're seeing more of these visual body. It's an idea. And more of this cash in society, that they're pushing forth, because ultimately deceiving them. He's going to come out with a graph that's going to be as I referenced that reference to as well. So this is what they're pushing for, the hour of temptation. And then Matthew 20 verse 21, this great tribulation time is about to enter into. Either you're down with the Heavenly Father's program, and His only begotten Son, Mashiach HaShai, or you're down with this beast system, in order for you to apply yourself in the society. This is a prophecy, that's going to come to pass, be fulfilled. We're in those times. We're getting close to it, And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 22. It says, except those days should be shortened, that no flesh should be saved, but for the elect say those days should be shortened. And so while they're going to fully implement this mark of peace, they're trying to repopulate and trying to have everybody coming together under this world rulership and this ultimate deceiver, trying to have covenant with the nations. What's that in Daniel verse 27? He's going to try to make peace with the nations, trying to have everybody under his one rulership. So these are the times about to enter into, because he's going to come down with great wrath, because he's going to have a short time to rule. And that's when that Revelation 3 verse 10 comes into play as well too. And at Matthew's 24 verse 21, So the days are going to be short for the elect sake, that no flesh will be saved. while the wicked continue to bear rule right now, showing forth evenness and wickedness and unrighteous creeds, as go no flesh will be saved, but for the elect's sake. That's why the days are going to be speeding up for the elect's sake, just like it was in ancient times. And that's going to be occurring once again in these times, because we know there's no new thing under the sun. This is the episode of Living That Day. So this was just a outside lesson book about Revelations. Yeah, that was a outside lesson. Revelation chapter 16, verse 18. As we get closer to our expectation, as we get closer to the question of this market release, it's going to be like to our lives to see the past society, the same and then once again, like so this vision of all financial, so like I said, so personal information, financial information, medical information, all that's going to be all into one of this modern day vision of all financial for you to buy yourself. So this is a major prophecy that's going to come to pass and fulfill. You know, the mark of the beast, which is recorded in the book of Revelations 13, verse 16, verse 18. So hopefully this was edifying. This is the outside lesson number 1 as of April the 10th, 2026 on this Friday afternoon. So with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, and the Heavenly Father, the true name is Yahweh, and his son begot Son, Bahashem, and the name of Hamashiach Yahushua. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashon of the tongue. And I said Barakathon to the elders, until next time, I'm going to say Shalom and the ball. Shalom.